Work is never done. Too much dusting. Stay there. No. Good. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Natey Vader, and today I'm doing a little update of my Ford Explorer modifications. And by popular demand, I mean someone poking me on Twitter saying, "Does it have sound?" And I said, "No, I'm not that good." So then it immediately made me think, can I put sound in this thing? And to which I say, so that is what I've done. I basically made a 30-second audio clip that plays the sound from the film that you know, Jurassic Park. It was incredibly simple to do, and I'm going to show you guys how I did this. First thing I thought is, well, I'm an idiot and I don't know how I'm going to put audio into this vehicle. Space is obviously a factor in this because there isn't a lot, and my skills for electronics are quite low, very low. So I stop it. I'll put you on the shelf. I had a look on Google and had no joy straight away there, and then I thought, you remember the birthday cards that you open up and they play an audio clip of happy birthday or some kind of audio clip from a movie or something? And that got me thinking, well, that's quite small but quite loud. So I thought, well, can I find something like that? So I typed that in as well, and lo and behold, I eventually came across what they say on Amazon is a recordable soundboard. And they did different varieties using photocells, to which I mean when there is light exposed to this special switch, it activates the sound. Or there's another one where you have a very small button, and when you press the button, it creates the sound. So I did a little bit looking around, and there's also different versions. You can get sound lengthwise. And I went for one that played 30 seconds of audio. There are some that go up to a minute, and some that also go up to 4 minutes if you really want to go for it. But I thought just the 30-second one was enough for me. And this is how it comes. Straight from, well, China, I guess. But fulfilled by Amazon and was here within just a couple of days. So they're readily available. And they come exactly like this. This is exactly how mine arrived. It's just a bare PCB board with batteries already, which is great. 3 LR44 batteries. There is your speaker. And what you have essentially is a record button, a play button, a speaker, and right here is your microphone. And all you have to do to record a clip is, if I remove this tab, which now makes the batteries live, is you would record here, but I think there might be a generic audio clip already on here, so let's try that. Yeah, that's Chinese. So what we're going to do is just record an audio clip now. So I'm just going to put my mouth to this microphone quickly. Hello, Governor. I like Jurassic Park, I do. Hello, Governor. I like Jurassic Park, I do. And that's it. It's as easy as that. So if you then put this next to, say, a clip of your favourite film, you know, some kind of film that you might like, and you want to record then that audio clip at that specific moment, all you do is just press that record button, let go when you're finished, and then you press play. And that's it. It's stored. So now it's moving on to the installation side of things, which is, again, very easy. So to do this, I mean, you could do this installation and not have to do any of the other modifications. You can just do this modification to the very basic standard Explorer that you purchase, and you could leave it like that. I mean, that would be great if Mattel did this. But anyway, I'm getting carried away. What you do is you have 2 screws on the underside of the vehicle, here and here, and you remove those screws and they look like this. Once those are removed, they are Phillips screws, by the way, this then bench seat at the back is removable, and you should be able to pull this out without any worries at all, just nice and carefully. And that then leaves you with a lot of space. If you can see in there, I actually have the soundboard already inside with the speaker pointing upwards, and all I did is I just taped the recording side of this to the back end, making sure that I don't accidentally activate the switch. And the play button side, I then ran, if I close this for a second, look underneath, here you have the 2 mounting holes for when it's in the packaging. So these serve no other purpose apart from holding this vehicle inside the packaging when you have it on display in the box. So I used one of those holes without having to drill anything to pass the play button through there, and I just I did have to, admittedly, I did have to cut the cables off of the play button here and then re-solder them onto the play button on the outside, and then I just hot glued the play button to the base, and it holds it on there. And again, you cannot see it when the vehicle's reattached. So I'll just put this all back together so then you can see what this looks fully assembled. Also, I did go a little bit extreme with this, and I added a parcel shelf. I've created this out of nothing but styrene. It's very thin styrene. I think it's just under 1 millimeter thick, so it is quite flexible. I just scuffed up the surface a little bit with some light sandpaper, then coated it with a off beige colour, and then hit that with a matte lacquer as well, just to seal it all in, but not to make it too shiny. So there is a bit of a glaze there, but it's not too bad. And I made it so these notches actually help keep this parcel shelf in place when it's inside the vehicle, and those just lock in to the back here. So that's what you would see if you're looking through the back window. So you won't see any cables or the speaker, but this also does not affect the output of the audio from the speaker. And it's very simple to do. You just make a couple of cardboard templates by pushing them inside, and this took me a few goes just to get right. But yeah, it's effective, and it just makes everything just look all tied in and smart and presentable and plain, and that's what we want. We don't want anything to look too homemade, even though I try my best. Sometimes even I'm disgusted with what I produce, so I try my best to improve myself every time I make something like this. So we'll put this all back together now, and you can see what it looks like all in one piece. Just holding the seat in place with one hand while I get the screws in, because the seat can move about. There are a couple of locating pegs on the inside that help move the seat into place, but if you keep a bit of pressure with your fingers on the seat and the chassis, it tends to keep it in place while you're just tightening up these screws. And that is it. So now you can see the parcel shelf in place. It just finishes it off beautifully, I think. And that beige, it's not perfect, but it definitely takes your eye away from that back end to see all the gubbins that's going on in there. So it's just a nice, clean look to it now. And I mean, you could even go as far as printing off some little part maps and sticking them in the back there, because I know they weren't on the top. They were inside, I think, when they moved all the paraphernalia out of the way, trying to find the box with the torch and the flares and everything. But yeah, I think that looks pretty smart as it is. And again, with the audio, if I just play that quickly. And see, it's just as loud as it was before. It's I think this actually acts as an amplifier because of all this space in here. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm a complete idiot, but yeah, I think that looks really smart. It's just finished it off. You know, very impressed with myself. This is actually the first time I've put that finished piece in. I've made so many cardboard ones, and I just thought, the last cardboard one I made, that's going to be the one, so I just used that as a template, sprayed that, and I didn't even fit that. This is the first time I've put that in. So it's actually quite a fluke, but it paid off. And since I was talking about doing part maps, I couldn't help myself and ended up making, if you can see this, if I can hold it, a mini park brochure. You can just see it there on the inside, the back, sorry, you can see the Kodak logo. I'm going to try and zoom in a bit. You can see my gross working class hands. Yeah, you can just about make out the Kodak thing. It's very small this, so the details have been significantly reduced on here, but you know, from a distance it kind of works. And it's that small. I think you can forgive it, I guess. Jesus, my hands are disgusting. And this is, I guess, really, I kind of eyeballed this again in scale with old Timmy. So Tim can maybe hold this in his hand. I'm trying to do this. It's very small. There you go. Yeah, that kind of works. Looks about right. Yeah. Yeah. Quite happy with that. If you're interested to know, this map size-wise is, if I was to fold this flat, just under 10 millimeters wide, or 1 centimeter, by 8.5 tall, I believe. So it's quite a small map, and I didn't just make one. I made quite a few of them, so I can scatter them about into the back of the car. So let's see what that looks like. And there you go. They do look quite effective in the back there, just scattered about. You know, there's no science to this. It's just, you know, whatever looks cool. So, I mean, I'll probably take these back out because I'll end up losing them. But it's a nice little addition to have, and another little detail there that will catch your eye occasionally. And yeah. Yeah, it just finishes it off. Again, it's not very hard. I went onto Google and just did a quick search for park brochure, and there was a nice couple of images, so I just took that image, put it onto Microsoft Word, because I don't have any fancy tech for editing or anything, and then just resized it. I believe when you look at the top right corner of the screen when you're on Word, it shows you the size dimensions, and I just used a little ruler there and sort of gauged, well, maybe, you know, a centimetre by 1.1 or something will work fine. So I just scaled it a couple of times on the page and then printed it off until I was basically happy, and then to seal it I just sprayed it with some clear lacquer, left it for a little while, and that's about it really. Nothing special, but that's the kind of things we like, when it's easy and effective at the same time. And this soundboard game doesn't have to just end with the Ford Explorer. You could use it in the Dennis Nedry Jeep, and because there's so much room inside this Jeep, I'll take this off here. I mean, you could stuff it into the back seat area, once you sorted out this sort of gumph here. I mean, I tied these around a bit like this, so it does make this a little bit more compact. And you could just pop it in there as a sound module that could be removable, or you could put it into the roof space if you haven't got the LED conversion that I've done here. You could pop it into the roof section here, and again, once the roof's on, you don't really see it. So you know, there's an idea there, and you could have a clip from the point in the film when Nedry is playing with a Dilophosaur, playing with a stick, and you could put it in there, and you could have a clip there, go, stick, stupid, stick, and you could have that clip. I think that would be quite a cool thing. I mean, you could use this for anything, and I think it's just a really simple yet effective tool that you could use on any vehicle or play set that you want to bring to life a little bit more. And I just think if Mattel had done, you know, the lights and sounds that that I've done here, I mean, that would it'd just be amazing an achievement if Mattel had done that. It really would have made my day. But I guess it's all down to budget, isn't it? At the end of the day, they can only allow so much time, and us guys have to make do with what we got. And anyway, if you like this video, be sure to give it a like. My name is Nathy Vader. I post on Instagram and Twitter almost daily, and it is always, of course, Jurassic related. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Yes? Yes! Bye for now.